Good evening, everybody. We are already in the middle of the match, as you already know. It's probably right around, I don't know, game 7, game 8, depending on how the match is going. And that's kind of how we do it. I'd like to split it up evenly. So this is the player spotlight of that gentleman right over there, Mr. Tim Volkman. Welcome to the booth, Tim. Glad to have you in Knockout Challenge 2.0.
Thank you for having me, Dale.
Glad you're here. Yeah, it's a treat having some of the old guys that, well, I shouldn't say old, not in age.
Old enough.
Guys that I've known for, holy crap, how long have we known each other?
At least 20 years.
Yeah, quite a bit. So, in the player spotlight, first of all, who's Tim Volkman? Where does he come from?
Yeah, I'm Tim Volkman. I'm from the Oshkosh area here. Black Wolf Township, Van Dyne, to be absolutely exact. But, yeah, lived here pretty much my whole life. Spent 10 years in the military, and I've been out for 20 now, and just fell in love with pool about the age of 8 years old. Of course, Dad was in the local watering hole once in a while after work for a happy hour. So I spent some time on the pool table, and, yeah, here we are.
So you've been playing for, how old are you now?
49.
49.
Yeah.
So you've been playing for 40 years already.
Yep.
That's incredible.
Man, time flies.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, we're... I'd never even thought I'd make it to 57, but here we are.
Yeah.
And it's kind of funny, too. Have you ever thought that you'd be sitting in a booth telling your life story right before a match?
Absolutely not.
So,
I mean, this is amazing. I'm a little nervous, to be honest.
And that's okay, and that's one of the things we talked about before is if you weren't nervous, you wouldn't care.
Right.
And that's
exactly.
That's the fun thing about it. I'm just as nervous as you are. So even after all this time. So what's your favorite game of pool and why?
Yeah, absolutely. I love 9-ball. That was the game back when I was growing up, or we were growing up, that everybody was playing, mainly on the bar table, but as I got in the military and started traveling around, it was on the 9-footers more than anything, and just fell in love with that game, and that's it.
What'd you do in the military?
I was an information systems technology guy.
Okay.
I still do that for a great corporation in the area, and very, very proud and thankful to have that occupation.
Awesome. That's good to hear. So, how about equipment? What's your playing cue and your break cue
and so I have a sugar tree, and please don't ask me where it's from. I think it's Arizona somewhere. Wheat State shaft. Bought it from my buddy Craig Fowler. Hey Craig, if you're out there, thank you so much.
Oh, I guarantee he's going to be watching tonight. If not, he's going to be sleeping in that chair over there.
Yeah, I hounded him for like 2 years to buy that cue. He let me try it one time. He came in the pool hall with it, and it took me 2 years to get him to sell it, and I really thank him for doing that because it plays great.
Awesome. So, how long have you had your Wheat State?
Approximately 2 years now.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's still one of the best shafts out there. Incredible. But, anywho, so break cue, you have...
I still got a BK3. I got a new tip put on it recently.
Okay.
That actually hits even harder than I almost want it to. But it plays really good, and I'm happy to have it.
How about jump cue? I know you're
old school Jacoby, man.
So
yeah,
it's one of the things, and I think somebody said it on Facebook today. I think it was Maya Hoekstra, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
He's like the jump king when it comes to pool. So you've got that to live up to tonight. Maybe
I've had my moments. Like I did take a 6-year hiatus to take care of my mother who was sick. So I'm just really getting back into the game, and yeah, I don't think I'll be as good as I was then, but
hey, you never know.
Might be able to have a spark in there somewhere.
Well, plus golf season is coming up, and I know because I've caddied for you out at Whistling Straits, and a couple of your friends, if you remember,
loved it.
God, that was a blast. But I know you play a lot of golf in the summer, and most of us pool players take the summer off for the most part.
Yep. So,
when it comes to the game of the pool, who would you say is your biggest influence to the game?
I would have to say there's a ton of people who influenced my game. Obviously, the folks that brought these great establishments to Oshkosh, and like Larry Backus and the Magnet, and originally Kendall Cook with break time, which was a long time ago. But I have to say, if I would say my biggest influence would be a Larry Neville. He just seemingly dominated the game for so many years and was such a nice guy. And so yeah, but there's a ton of others.
Yeah, and that's, may he rest in peace. I mean, what a big influence on the state of Wisconsin, having Larry Neville. And now we have Tyler Steyer and Margaret here, which is they're influencing so many kids and so many adults alike with their lessons and everything else. It's a good time to be in pool, in my opinion.
Absolutely it is.
So outside of pool, what are some of your hobbies that nobody knows about?
Well, like you mentioned, I love to golf. I enjoy a couple happy hours down at the Lakeshore Mart, just down the road from me, and Wentz on the lake and stuff like that. I go to TJ's. I just love hanging out with people.
Yeah.
Happy people make me happy, and it's fun to be around happy people.
I like that answer. It's one of the things, and it's difficult in the pool community sometimes, but I'm one of those too. I would rather surround myself with positive people than negative people, because then you can become one of them.
Absolutely.
So, anywho, thank you very much for stopping in, Tim. I hope the match is going well for you. We kind of talked about, Monday's match. You got a lot to live up to.
I'm telling you, that match was amazing.
Yeah, Terrence Beck and Tim Stockinger. That was a good match. Fun to watch. So
absolutely.
I hope yours is going just as well. I'm, as my stream and as a commentator, I can't be biased, but best of luck to you. So
thank you so much and everything you do, Dale.
You bet.
You're the man.
Much appreciated.